One thing that we kind of like glossed over in terms of Japan Sings that I want to talk about though is the music. I thought the music was fantastic.
I thought it was phenomenal.
And I think that definitely some of it made some it was what helped make some of the scenes to me.
That main track, I think it played most of the first episode when the main character was running back to her family, that kind of slow piano song. I love that track because it's really positive sounding and yet putting it next to the absolutely devastating visuals, it's just becomes such a creepy song where it's like, oh, everything and everyone is dead.
No, because like I think what sold me on the first 2 episodes was just seeing some of these like horrific scenes, horrific landscapes, and hearing this beautiful piano track that just gave this like juxtaposition that just like it was really unnerving but beautiful at the same time. Like the way I described it to Sydney was it felt like I was watching something that was horrifically beautiful.
Yeah,
and that was
it was like a beautiful destruction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I don't know who the composer was. It sounded very similar to Devilman Crybaby's soundtrack in some scenes as well. I don't know if it's the same composer. I probably should have done my research before talking about Japan Sings on this podcast.
I mean, I'm sure it was done by Science Saru, who did, Devilman Crybaby. So I assume it's the same guy, but I don't know. I'm sure someone in the comments can tell us about that. But yeah, I love that piano track because I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I heard it, it kind of reminded me of the Minecraft soundtrack a little bit. I was like, if this played during Minecraft, I would not be phased in any way.
God fucking damn it, man.
Can someone in the subreddit take that piece of music and put it over Minecraft Let's Play and see if you can spot this?
It's like, Gant, this was such horrific beauty. The juxtaposition was amazing. Joey, Minecraft.
It sounds like Minecraft though. That's what I was like, oh, Minecraft.
I don't know if I'm just dumb, but I cannot remember any of the music.
Really?
You can't?
No, I can't remember fucking anything. I watched it all in one sitting though.
Yeah, we all did.
Did you all watch it in one sitting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember fucking.
We just have a bigger brain.
Clearly, I think I was preoccupied with how did he get a tank?
Okay, a question to you then. What kind of OSTs do you remember? What sticks out for you then?
Fuck. Anything where like the music is like a huge selling point, I guess.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but like the one that sticks out immediately is like, you remember Cowboy Bebop, like the super jazzy themes, right? Like, but I wouldn't listen to jazz on its own. I'm like, this just sounds like a mess.
I mean, I've come to understand that when it comes to music, you're a little bit brain dead.
Yeah.
Because you don't really listen to, because Garn and I can have a conversation of, oh, this band is awesome.
The intellectuals.
This artist is awesome. And yet I remember I asked Connor once, I was like, well, who's your favorite band? And he was just like, I don't really have one. I'm like,
I like Daft Punk, and you know why? Because it's just noise most of the time. Like I hate. Like, I never listen to lyrics. Like, I'll have, like, listened to, like, I think I listened to, like, Pumped Up Kicks, like, 1,000 times. Or someone was like, it's about school shooting, and I actually listened to it. Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. I don't know if I'm just, like, I don't know what's wrong with me.
You are monkey brain.
It's that monkey brain coming back, man.
I have, like, half monkey brain, half giant brain, depending on, like, what comes
Do you know
up,
a single composer?
Kevin Penkin?
I was about to say, aside from Kevin Penkin, because he's our fucking mate. He's not a composer in our minds. He's just a mate.
Do you know what he composed other than Made in Abyss?
Yeah, he did.
And other than Tower of God?
Shield Hero?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Shield Hero's pretty...
The boy's not completely brain dead. That's good.
I guess because I focus more on voice acting than anything. And that's like taking up all the noise input I can take, right? Like, I don't really give a shit about the music. To me, the music is just like...
Does the music not enhance your viewing experience, though?
The music to me is so fucking important.
Yeah. No, not really.
Like if there's a shitty series with a good soundtrack, I'm still gonna remember that soundtrack.
I absolutely agree.
To this day, like I will never forget Guilty Crown, despite how shit Guilty Crown turned into. Sawano fucking killed it with that soundtrack.
That opening's a fucking bang.
There's some songs that like will invoke an emotion in me from like if they've been a soundtrack, but as far as it goes, it's like. No.
But have you never listened to a Sawano soundtrack and just gotten pumped up?
No.
Not at all.
Oh, like maybe at the gym, like I'll put anime soundtrack to get hyped to, and maybe a song, will come on.
But say for example, Promare.
Yeah,
you fucking love that movie, right?
Yeah, it was a great movie.
Do you remember the soundtrack?
No.
How?
What? How? How?
Not even a little
How
bit.
is it that the most in-your-face composer that has ever existed in anime, Connor's like,
If you were
nope,
like,
no impression.
If you were like, describe a song to me from that, I'd be like, I have no fucking idea. No clue. No
Okay,
clue.
you watched Promare, you
Yeah.
watched Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
You what other? What
Yeah,
other
Attack on
song?
Titan, I remember the one that goes, I remember one from Attack on Titan. I don't know what it
Kill the Kill. You remember Kill the
Yeah,
Kill?
Kill the
right?
Kill.
That's
Okay.
all Sauna.
That's all Sauna.
Yeah, I remember like individual songs, but if you asked me to like describe them or what I like about them, I'd be like, they're all like crayon colors to me. Like I don't know. Like for all I care, you could put like fucking Kevin MacLeod music, whatever he's called.
Kevin MacLeod,
MacLeod. That's what he's called. You could put Kevin MacLeod background.
Creative Commons composer.
Dun, 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 dun. You know this song. You can put those fucking songs.
To be,
and I would give a
to be
fuck.
fair, some
are
isekai
bangers.
shows I've listened to have
May as
sounded
well
like
have
some
Kevin
Kevin
MacLeod.
MacLeod music.
Oh no,
yeah.
no. There's definitely been some generic sounding soundtracks that,
Yeah.
but they're normally like for generic shows, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know. A soundtrack can easily sell me on a series.
I
or
wish
a
I
scene.
could give a fuck. I don't know. It's with music as well. I love Daft Punk. I just like, wow, the noise sounds nice. Like I like the noise. You know what I mean? Is that weird?
Yes,
Am
it is weird.
Am I weird?
It
I'm
is
probably
very weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I think you just basically described music in the most
I
like
think
bare bones monkey brain.
It is a
terms.
bunch of noises put together.
I think I actually am like a caveman when it comes to music. I'm like, ooh, the beeps and the boops are very pleasing. You know, like
Music goes boop.
yeah. Music goes boop. Ooh.
I mean, that's a huge reason when it comes to soundtracks. That's a huge reason why I love anything made by Key Studios, right? Because
Yeah.
Maeda Jun is a fucking amazing composer, and his like just subtle piano tracks or any
Yeah.
of the openings and endings, just it
Yeah.
builds on the scene so fucking nicely, and
Yeah.
it adds like a whole like.
Yeah, totally.
Like at least to me, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one, but I could just listen to, say, any track from Clannad or Air
Yeah.
or Little Busters,
Yeah.
and it could be a specific song that can evoke a specific scene, and I could easily
Oh, no,
shed a
like-
tear just from listening to it.
Like his work is basically if you want to hit the emotional G spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you hear it and you're like, oh shit, no. The feels are
How
coming.
does a single piano put this much emotion behind it? I have no fucking
I
idea.
feel like the Mike Wazowski meme where he's just standing there right now, just listening to this conversation. You guys done? I'm joking. I don't know.
You are the first person to ever describe Daft Punk as noise.
It's like
I'm just saying.
pleasant noise is the way I like it.
Pleasant. You mean music?
Interstellar 3, whatever it's called. What is it? Interstellar 3?
555.
555. That's great.
Yeah.
I love that. That's great. I love that.
Has a track never evoked emotions from you though? Like
Have you never listened to-
actual emotions?
Okay, what's your favorite Daft Punk track?
Oh, that's hard. I really like Face to Face.
Okay, why is it your favorite track?
Oh my god. 'Cause it's
Is it because it evokes an emotion? Or
You can see in his face, he's never thought about this deeply before.
why is this my favorite song?
No, I like all the sampling in it. I think it's like crazy how creative they are with sampling.
Right, so
It's
you're
like a
looking at them.
millions.
So is there, okay, think about the one Daft Punk song. It doesn't have to be Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Just think about the one song that has evoked like any kind of emotion in you. What song would that be, and what emotion would that be?
Yeah.
I don't think there is. I don't think there is a song that evokes emotions in me. Is that bad? What does that mean? What does that mean about me as a person?
I'm talking to a fucking brick wall here. I'm like, it hurts so much.
trying to